Oh my god, this week came so much stuff out that I have to present, and I have a big rant for you. But before we start, do you see that button that says subscribe? Hit it! Now, let's get it on. Know what that is? That is an amp in a nutshell. And I'm not meaning this metaphorically, it's literally an amp in a nutshell. Okay, in a plastic shell, and I shouldn't go nuts for it, but hey, let me put it this way. Ask yourself what you need to practice the best and silently. You will need an amp simulation, obviously. Here you have 52 available. You will need cap simulations. Here you have 25 included and 10 extra downloadable. And some effects. You shouldn't practice with effects, but you need some. So in the Mooer Prime P2 are 57 included. And to edit your sounds for extended functionality via a smartphone, you can download the Mooer Prime and program your sounds with. That is pretty inventive. And hey, you didn't have the chance to do that on the Quad Cortex for, I don't know, a year or something. So, well made, Mooer. This little beast includes even more. A tuner, drum machine, metronome, and looper could be controlled via MIDI. Herefore, Mooer recommends the F-Series wireless foot switch. And singer-songwriters will particularly enjoy the TRRS headphone input, which supports the use of headphones with a built-in microphone. So quick song ideas can be recorded right away. Now, hands down, would I use this for a live situation? Maybe on a very, very small gig. But for practicing at home, for recording simple demos or song ideas, this little box is perfect because it is the one-in-all solution for everything. The Epiphone Kirk Hammet 1979 Flying V was released right on Halloween. The perfect time for horror fan and Metallica guitarist Kirk Hammet. Available is the guitar in ebony and in purple. But look at it. Did you ask yourself, as well as me, what is so horror about this guitar? I mean, except of the fact that it's from Gibson. Just kidding, but I'm a curious person, so let's look at the horrifying specifications of this guitar. A mahogany body and mahogany neck, rounded 22 medium jumbo frets, Graphtec nut. It comes with a custom bridge based on the original 79V and an Epiphone lock-tone stop bar tailpiece. It comes with Gibson USA calibrated T-type pickups, which are wired with an orange drop capacitor and CTS potentiometers. I think we're getting closer to the scary part. So this new, more affordable Epiphone says, signature Flying V is going to be popular as it is based on the guitar Hammet used to play on Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets era of Metallica, the era which most of the Metallica fans consider to be the best Metallica era. Now, here's the real horror. 1,499 euros for an Epiphone. An Epiphone that costs more than a standard Gibson, I don't know, 10 years ago. Do you remember that Robotune thing? I got one of those for 1,200 bucks. That was a real Gibson for whoever gives a fucking flying rat's ass what's standing on the headstock. Fun fact, the reason why you have a sub-company that produces lower priced products is that you have a company that produces lower priced products and not for 1,500 freaking bucks. What's wrong with you? Congratulations, this is clearly how you lead a company out of the crisis. And was for sure what Cesar Guaquian meant when he said, and I quote, "We have an obligation to continue innovating across instruments, sound and media, and to continue inspiring fans and artists of all levels to create music." Well, inspiring means not selling, right? Anyway, insert shitstorm here. And just one other thing that really scared the shit out of me was the backing track the guitar was played on. Sorry. they had to produce the mini drums so bad that they sound authentic like Lars Ulrich. Sorry. It's kind of scary and kind of funny to say. I don't know what to say about that. Ooh. Ooh, so let's bring back some positivity in this video. The Harley Benton Tube 5, Tube 15 and Tube 30 are the brand's first all-tube amp heads, including a G110 Celestion cap for vintage rock tones. I mean, I want to be completely open and brutal honest to you. And I want to always share my thoughts on a product as well as presenting it to you. And if you don't like that, you are kindly invited to discuss with me in the comments. Now back to my point. Bringing out mini amps in 2023 is a little bit, I don't know, that thing is over, right? I mean, the mini rectifier was like 7 or 8 years ago when all this mini amp hype started, and the peak of it was the release of the G20 from Rev, I think. Since then, brands are concentrating on floorboard amps and not on mini amps anymore. So maybe what Harley Benton's doing now is a very, very smart move, because they're not jumping on the hype with the floorboard amps, but bringing out little amps that are more affordable for everyone. Or the process of building that amp and bringing them out took them so long that they missed the complete hype before. To be fair, I'm giving you a quick overview of the amps. What do we have here? Let's start with the baby one. It comes with cute 5 watts, and if that's too loud, you can also reduce it with a built-in attenuator to 1 watt. Tone and volume are the only dials, and for 129 euro you can carry around the 5.2 kilo amp to your gig with. 5.2? Really? This is actually pretty heavy for it. I mean, how big is it? 310 by 220 millimeters. Wow. Anyway, next is the 50 watt amp, which is driven by 3 2AX7 preamp tubes and 2 AL84 power tubes, and can be controlled with a 3-band EQ, gain, volume and tone controls. The daddy amp then is the Tube 30 head, equipped with 3 ECC83 or 12 AX7 preamp tubes and 4 EL84 power amp tubes, as well as a number of intuitive controls including clean, volume, gain, overdrive, bass, middle, treble, a bright switch and a channel switch. So you get a very flexible tube amp here. Costs 449 for a full-grown dual channel 30 watt amp. This is not a lot. To every amp you need a cap or a cap loader. But let's pretend we're old school and we want a cap. No problem, the G110 Celestion has a 1x10 Celestion Tube 10 GE-E30 speaker that can handle 30 watts at 8 ohms. The cream colored Tolex of course goes perfectly with the tube heads we get to know before and gives it a touch of elegance. Its close design ensures a focused sound. Zoar is a medium high gain discrete distortion using only transistors, no amps or diodes in here. That has that touch sensitivity amp-like quality to it that everyone craves. It has been finely tuned to create a highly tweakable hi-fi and modern sounding distortion, but with the ghosts of old school circuitry to deliver a grind that is both instantly familiar and delightfully unique. So Earthquaker Devices advertises their new distortion pedal. The pedal can be controlled by 6 controls: level, weight, gain, bass, middle and treble. All pretty self-explaining except of weight, which is an input frequency control that changes voice and saturation of the distortion. Tuning weight clockwise allows more low frequencies to pass through. And as far as I understand it, you can also boost or reduce frequencies by adjusting the level control in combination with the EQ controls. Well roared. But I'm just asking myself, why not giving users the opportunity to store presets on the pedal when it's so flexible? Oh, then it would be digital We don't like digital. No. What about putting a second channel in it, so that I can at least have 2 channels that I can switch around? If it's as fantastic as Earthquaker Devices says, and if it's that flexible, it's like going to a toy store, getting everything for free, but being just allowed to grab 1 toy. I don't know, decide for yourself. I, in my personal opinion, would have loved if I have that much versatility that I get a little bit more flexibility when accessing the sounds. What also came out this week? The Gibson Les Paul Modern Light and Modern Figured.
And now in the single coil.
The Zoom MS50G Plus guitar multi effects updated for 2023. And the 2 notes
cabinet and amp simulation, the Opus.
The Walrus Audio Canvas Tuner offers multiple screen orientation along with 0.1 accuracy, needle, strobe tuning, and either buffered or true bypass options. Curious now? Let's have a deeper look. The TFT LCD screen can turn 360 degree in 90 degree increments, allowing you to orientate it how it fits. Means you can place it in any way on your pedal board. Fill your pedal board up with your favorite pedals and then place the tuner at the end and how it fits. How cool is that place? There is 2 tuning modes, needle and strobe, and a tune assist mode for swift and accurate tuning. I'm not completely getting it, and as far as I understand, it's something with flashing LEDs when the string is accurately tuned. Also opt to leave the canvas tuner in monitor mode, where the tune is always displayed, and when not muted, the audio flows through a clean low noise buffer. Pressing the bypass switch in this mode toggles the mute on and off. Like I said, nothing less than honest feedback. I might not always be right, but I'm not saying wrong things on purpose, okay? So it's a new tuner. Wow, it has good functions, it is precise, and it's kind of affordable. So I want to end this Gear of the Week's episode with 2 questions for you. A, how cool is a good tuner compared to a distortion pedal, tube screamer, or a shimmer reverb? B, how necessary is a good tuner compared to a shimmer reverb or a tube screamer?
Inside, outside, anytime I'm ready to go.